Yo, what's up? My name is Devontae and I sacrificed my time so you don't have to. Hey, yo, WWE, anybody who's listening to this video who has any kind of connections with WWE, someone slap somebody in the motherfucking face in management. I don't give a fuck who it is. Slap somebody in the face, and if they get upset because they weren't the ones responsible for this, then maybe they should go slap the person in the face who was responsible for this. But we don't know who the fuck is responsible for it, so y'all motherfuckers do, so y'all motherfuckers gonna take care of this shit. Yo, mind you, I switched my entire schedule, not once, but twice, to keep up with this stupid ass pay-per-view, bruh. Mind you, I had to go in early today. Supposedly, I was supposed to go in motherfucking early today. And then I asked my manager, hey, yo, is it cool if I can close instead? Because I think this show right here, this show is supposedly supposed to be going on. No, I'm sorry. My manager asked me at first to swap. I'm sorry, I was supposed to open. No, I was supposed to close. I was supposed to, see? Bro, I can't even keep up my own fucking schedule. I was supposed to close. And my manager asked if I can open because she was going on vacation. But I told her, nah, is it cool if you can get someone else to do it for me because I got a show coming on. This show right here. Bro, originally the shit said 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Not Scottish time. I shit you not on my son. That shit said Eastern time, 5 o'clock, like 2 weeks ago, bro. So, okay. I get another schedule and I see to myself that they said they're going to switch it up to 12 o'clock. So now apparently Clash of the Castle's coming on at 12 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm like, oh, hey, yo, is it cool if I can do that little swap you said earlier? I'm cool with it now. I can actually, I can close. I'd rather close. And, bruh, tell me why I said, bruh, I get all this shit situated, right? And then I see now that the shit is coming on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's like, damn, bro, I chose to close. I could have opened, got off of work at around like 1:30, and I could have still did the show easily, man. But now I'm going to be at work recording this shit because I'm closing now. Bro, they switched the damn times up like 3 or 4 fucking times. Someone in management, get your shit together, bro. Mind you, I just found out about this shit like right when I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning saying to myself, all right, we good to go. I'm going to record this shit at 12. I'm going to go to work around 3:30. Everything is Gucci. Only to be seeing that shit's coming on 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That shit had me heated all morning, bruh. On God, I was saying to myself, damn, bro, I wonder if I could do something. But I was like, nah, I'll go to jail for that. So fuck it, man. I'm bullshitting. I'm joking. I ain't hard at all. I'm not hard. Not even fucking close. Regardless, so let's get to the match card, man. So we got Damian Priest, and actually, you know what? I think I just got finished seeing not too long ago. They got the spoiler lineup. So actually, let me see this real quick. I seen the spoiler, but I didn't see the actual line. Oh, okay. So they are gonna close out with Priest and McIntyre. That's a good thing. All right. So they're opening with Cody and AJ in the I Quit match. You know what? I'm cool with that. I mean, it sucks because it kind of gives away the finish. I mean, there's no way AJ Styles is going to win it. I mean, not as if we ever figured he was going to win anyways, but I mean, like, damn. I mean, tell me he ain't going to win without telling me he ain't going to win. Now it's in the opener. Yeah, of course he ain't going to win. I mean, they just gave away the entire finish with that one right there. They should have at least put it in the penultimate spot. They should have at least put it before Priest and McIntyre, or like right before Bayley and Piper Niven. But it is what it is, though, man. They're going to have a non-quit match that's going to open up the show. Shit should be fire. Can't wait to see it. Match in itself is going to be good. Can't speak too much to the story. We got the triple threat women tag team titles match with Bianca Belair, Jade, Cargill taking on the Unholy Union, and Shayna, Baszler, and Zoey Stark for the women's tag team championship. One of the matches that I wish I can skip, but I'm at work, so where the fuck am I gonna do? Devontae, you could work, and you can work on sucking my dick. Sami, what the fuck was that? Sami Zayn and Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. Should be a banger. Holding out hope that Chad Gable wins the Intercontinental Championship, but we'll see. Bayley versus Piper Niven in another match that I just quite frankly don't give a fuck about. Devontae, you're a sexist. No, I'm sexy. Get it right, pussy. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which we know, if not for anything else, that shit is going to be crazy in regards to the reaction. At least I accept. I mean, we got to see how it's going to play out throughout the night. I think that opener, not only, you know what, that's actually a good idea. The opener is in the perfect placement. If for nothing else, it's to gauge the audience. You know, they're both Americans, so let's see how they react to this match, featuring a bunch of Americans, to see how it's going to play out throughout the rest of the card. I mean, granted, it's Cody and AJ, but you know, I still understand the mission, all right? But with that being said, no more rambling on. You didn't figure out how timestamps works. That's your fucking fault. Stop being retarded. But let me help you out here, because we're going to go forward into the show. Clash at the Castle. Let's go. WWE stepped on their foot. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. By the way, if you hear an echo, I apologize. I'm at work. If you didn't hear the intro, go back and pay fucking attention. But I just got finished seeing the ending of the match right now, and God, they shouldn't have done that. They should have chilled on that. After Cody hit him with the stairs, the audience, they started to sing Cody Rhodes' theme song a cappella, and then he stood on top of the stairs holding up his championship belt. The audience, bro, the announcers should have shut the fuck up. They shouldn't have played a theme song, and they should have just let the audience sing his song as he's holding up the championship belt a cappella style, bro. They missed an opportunity for a great fucking shot. That could have been used in promo packages for years. Damn, they should have just, man, that would have been dope as fuck. But this match was incredible. This was awesome. This was awesome. I will say, though, not only mentioning that, but certain instances of the match, the announcement team, bro, they were just not on point. They were missing significant factors and historical things they could have brought up. They were fucking up spots a little tiny bit as far as naming the moves. It was, I didn't like the announcers on this. They didn't do a good job as far as the match is considered. But the match in itself of Cody and AJ, what the fuck else were you expecting? They kicked off the match fighting into the crowd, going backstage to Gorilla. They make it into the arena and they just start beating the dog shit out of each other. AJ Styles hit a brainbuster on Cody Rhodes on the edge of the announcement table, which I'm assuming that's what busted him open, because Cody and AJ both got color in this match. They threw him into the ring and they started to use candlesticks. AJ Styles in particular started to use chairs. They were just beating the dog shit out of each other. One spot in particular that I didn't like, I get it, but like, it's just, you know, it's just professional wrestling nowadays. I did not like this at all, although it didn't really affect the match for me, because in the end of the day, it is still Cody and AJ Styles. But I'm not going to let AEW get away with this, and I wouldn't let WWE get away with this either. I understand it's 2024, and everybody does everything underneath the sun, and selling is a thing of the past nowadays. But damn it, I mean, you kind of, come on, you're breaking me a little bit. You fucking did a Pillmanizer. You did a Pillmanizer spot as a transitional move. Come on, guys. Come on now. Let's be a little bit more logical here. You're Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. You're not fucking indie-rific mud wrestlers, dude. You're not AEW wrestlers. You're fucking professionals. That spot I really did not like at all. What the fuck? A Pillmanizer as a transitional move. Come on. Let's be a little bit more fucking logical here. Let's be a little bit more fucking professional. Which they did afterwards. Hey, look, it's Solo Sikoa. Him and Cody Rhodes are facing off right now at the moment. Oh, Tama Tonga. Oh, hey, whoa, hang on. They're jumping Cody Rhodes. Hang on for a second. Okay, so they're having a 6-man beat down right now with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. And okay, so good. Do this then. Get this out of the way at Money in the Bank. I presume this is going to be the match at Money in the Bank, a 6-man match. I hope that's going to be the case, because then that kind of clears the way to maybe we can get Randy and Cody at SummerSlam. That's what I'm hoping right now. Get this match out of the way, and hopefully we can get to the point where we can get Randy and Cody at SummerSlam. But let's get back to the match right now, because they just already fought them out backstage. We get to a point in the match which I thought was kind of hilarious, where like Cody, because he kept like saying no when the referee was putting the microphone to his mouth, that it got to the point where Cody Rhodes, or AJ Styles that is, he got frustrated. He started to yell at Cody Rhodes' mom, saying this is all your fault. And then when he went out to the ring to go confront her, she slapped him in the face a couple times, right? Which then had AJ Styles go ballistic, and he grabbed a chair and he went back out to the... That one I popped for. I wonder if he would have hit her with the chair, what the fuck would have happened? Yo, but actually I'm kind of skipping something a little bit. We did get, and this right here is another spot that I didn't like, not with the wrestlers, but with the announcers. I thought to myself, what the fuck are you guys doing sitting there? I mean, here's my thing. This is the part that this is the most egregious part, if you ask me. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong about this. Maybe he wasn't, and I think he was, because I think JR was already out of commission at that point, wasn't he? I think JR, he already had his cerebral palsy situation, and I think his mom died around that time too, so he was already out for the moment. I think Michael Cole was the one on the call that night for Rock and Mankind, right? Someone can correct me, but I think Michael Cole was on the call with JR, or if Jerry the King Lawler. That's the most egregious part. I get it. It was 25 years ago. But how the fuck does AJ Styles handcuff Cody Rhodes in an I Quit match? And I can understand someone like a Wade Barrett because maybe he doesn't give a shit. But from my understanding, listening to him talk, Corey Graves sounds like he's a super fan along with being a worker, right? So he should know this information. And if not him, Michael Cole. Again, I'm fucking 100% sure. I'm 99% sure that Michael Cole was on the call that night. He called the fucking match with Foley and Rock in the I Quit match. How the fuck do you not bring that up? They didn't bring that up. That's unbelievable to me. How do you watch a spot like that and not bring up one of the examples that fucking made the I Quit match? It exploded. It's what made the match infamous. Is that spot with Rock and Foley, Rock handcuffing Foley and hitting them over and over again with the steel chair. And it's just crazy how Corey Graves didn't catch it, but more egregious, Michael Cole, because motherfucker, you called the fucking match. That's crazy to me how they didn't do that. That was such a disservice. That really pissed me off. But regardless, AJ Styles, he's beating the crap out of Cody with the candlesticks and the chairs and everything like that. Eventually, he gets some chains, right? It came with the handcuffs. And he wraps it around his forearm. And he's going for a phenomenal forearm with the chain around his arms, or his forearm, I guess. And Cody Rhodes threw a chair at his head as he was in mid-move, which he fell off. This is a hellacious spot, bro, especially how AJ sold it. He sold this shit like death. He got hit in the head with the chair in mid-phenomenal forearm. He hit the apron, bounced off the apron, and went through a table on the side of the apron. It was fucking bananas. That was a dope-ass fucking spot, bro. That shit was hard as fuck. I like that a lot. Eventually, AJ Styles comes back in the ring, and Cody, he has the handcuffs off now. He found the key lying on the mat, and when AJ came in the ring, he hit him in the face with the handcuff, like as if he was holding like brass knuckles, which at that point, AJ Styles is busted open, and they're both bleeding now. Although Cody's blood is starting to go away, but AJ's kind of gushing blood from the side of his face. They start to fight a little bit more. Well, not really. I wouldn't even say that. Not really. This is pretty much the end of the match right here. After AJ got hit in the head with the handcuffs, Cody Rhodes ended up handcuffing AJ Styles himself. And AJ, he handcuffed him to the ropes. And AJ is like ballistic. He can't believe what the fuck just happened. Cody gets the candlestick and he starts to wail. Oh no, I think he picked up a chair, if I'm not mistaken. He starts to beat the ever-loving shit out of AJ Styles. AJ, he's getting clobbered. I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rock, WrestleMania 17, hit with the chair over and over and over again, from the fucking shoulders to the midsection, even got him in the legs. It got to the point when the referee asked AJ, was he gonna quit? And then AJ told Cody Rhodes to go fuck off. He said screw you, Cody Rhodes, essentially. And then it got to the point where Cody picked up some stairs on the outside of the ring and he threw it in the ring. And AJ, he's like cowering in the corner with the handcuffs still on him, and Cody picks up the stairs above his head like he's gonna hit AJ, and AJ quits. He's like, I quit, don't hit me with the stairs, I quit. And then after the match, he still hit him with the steps. And then you go back to what I said at the beginning with the celebration and yada yada yada, then the bloodline fighting. And again, this was a fine match. I fuck with this match a lot. I still like the Backlash match a little bit more, but at the same time though, fucking fantastic way to kick off the show. The audience is red fucking hot. They were into every goddamn thing. The intro from the audience and just good shit all around. This is a fucking awesome way to start off the show. Great way to start off the show. Like I said, it wasn't quite better than Backlash. I mean, the reaction from the audience, that's on par. But I mean, like, the actual match in itself wasn't on par with the Backlash main event, but it was about as hot as the tag team no disqualification match that opened up Backlash. I definitely would say that. So, great shit. Awesome stuff. No one was expecting AJ Styles to win the championship belt, but that's okay. We're going to continue on with the show. Again, I got spoilers right here as far as the lineup is considered. So I think coming up next is the triple threat women's match for the tag team championship belts. So we're going to get on going and continue on with the show. Let's go. Okay. So there's a bunch of things to take away from this match. First and foremost, like, I'm not going to hold this. I'm not one of those crazy wrestling fans who's going to take one match and then say something along the lines of, oh, you should go back to the PC center. You should go train a little bit more. But, oh, God, Jade Cargill. Yeah. Whoever her agent is, man, they should probably reconsider their job. Whoever that agent was for this match right here in particular. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. I literally just got finished saying I'm not going to tell someone to get dropped down to the PC center because you fucked up one match. Okay, they should get a warning. Let's just say that. They should get, if this was a job, like an actual legitimate, 9 to 5, they'd get written up. Whoever told Jade to fucking, and look, here's my thing, bro. I get it. She worked for AEW, and you rarely seen that many botches from her, but this match right here, bruh, where she damn near broke fucking Alba Fire's neck. Or was it? Either Alba Fire or Isla Dawn with that big boot sit out fucking powerbomb that she stacked way too fucking high. Or when she jumped in the ring and then she tripped. Or hell, even Bianca to a certain degree. She didn't botch necessarily as far as fucking up a move. But that 450 to Shayna, where she didn't complete the rotation and she literally just got Shayna right in the fucking back with her knees. Like, these girls, man, Bianca and Jade were, they weren't on fire in this match. I'll play it to you this way. They were very much slacking. They were slacking. And honestly, the match in itself was okay. It was fine. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, they showed out a little tiny bit. But, I mean, honestly, I just never really had any, what's the point? What I'm trying to say? I never really had any desire, I guess, to really give a shit about this match. Now, I will say that it was weird that Isla Dawn and Alba Fire won the match. They literally have no heat on them whatsoever, and it's one of those deals where it's like, so Bianca and Jade, they dropped the tag team titles, but without an inkling of, like, I don't know, story attached to it or anything like that. Like, why did they drop the tag team? Unless it's one of those situations where they really want to get Bianca back into the title run type of deal, because they're lacking so hard in the women's division and SummerSlam is around the corner, and maybe you want to do something with Bianca and Bayley. That's what I presume to be the case as to why they dropped the tag team belts like that. Maybe there's a situation where they kind of feel Jade's a little bit green and they would like to do more with her in the PC center. I don't know. It just feels kind of random to drop the belt. And I get that they're in Scotland, but they have no heat behind them whatsoever. And I'm willing to give them a chance. It's not as if they're bad competitors. It's more so the fact of, like, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with them from a storyline standpoint is my concern, really. But like I said, I'm willing to give it a chance. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn did win the match. Like I said, from when Bianca did the 450 spot, her and Jade set up for the fucking wheelbarrow German suplex, and it was a pretty mild finish, kind of lacked a lot of luster. Now the audience, they were hot for this because, well, two of their homegrown girls were there, right? But the finish, it came off kind of clunky. Isla Dawn, she's like holding back Bianca Belair. Jade Cargill took a German suplex from Alba Fire, then she got the pinfall off of their little wheelbarrow German, and they pinned Shayna Baszler to get the tag team belts. Again, the finish was the match was sloppy, more in particular Bianca, and definitely more in particular Jade Cargill. I didn't really like this match all too much. I don't understand the purpose of dropping the belts, but we will see when Friday hits where they're going to go. I think this has more to do with wanting to do something with Bianca and Bayley, but we'll see where it goes. But with that being said, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are the new tag team champions. If anyone gives a shit, that's something else too. The tag team belts no one gives a shit about, but it is what it is though. Continuing on, low key, you look at Chad Gable's face and his hair, he, honest to God, looks like the son of Kurt Angle. Like, I know people talk and they say these kind of things like, oh, yada, yada, yada. He should have been Kurt Angle's son, yada, yada, yada. Chad Gable legitimately looks just like Kurt Angle in the face. And honestly, when was Chad Gable born? He's got to be like, 38, 37 years old, around that. Feasibly, I mean, maybe Kurt would have been like a teenage dad at like 16 or 17 years old, but feasibly Kurt could have been his dad, honestly. I mean, especially if you hear about Kurt Angle and how he grew up in the environment that he grew up in, wouldn't be too far-fetched. Nevertheless, though, can I say something else also? You know what I hate about professional wrestling nowadays? is that you have the mediocre put on a pedestal so much, the mediocre consistently put at the forefront, and it takes away. That's what I say all the time. Stop using the minuscule, minute example of what you will call a story, because there are legitimate stories out there that can be told, and when you emphasize those stories and you put those on the forefront, then maybe, just maybe, you enable people to want to follow suit and cultivate their own stories based off of those stories. But when you talk about the minute so much, when you focus on the minuscule, then people think that the minuscule is now the standard bearer, right? So when I hear people talk about Kenny Omega and fucking Adam Page, for an example, or when I hear about other stories like that were off and on, or, you know, they told it for about 2 weeks, or it was just too inconsistent, like Edge and Christian, for an example, it really pisses me off. Because you get something like Chad Gable and Sami Zayn and this whole fucking feud or rivalry, whatever you want to call it, and it's the quintessential story. Not just from the angles, not just from the promos, but also it's stemming and falling into the match in itself and that playing itself out. This was beyond fantastic. I'm more so shocked, and I can't believe, it's mind-boggling to me that Gunther, as the Intercontinental Champion, I thought, for me personally, he's in the top 5 greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time, and he's easily the greatest Intercontinental Champion in the past 25 years. That includes Jericho and Benoit. The reasons why I got into professional wrestling was over them being Intercontinental Champion. And I'm even willing to say that Gunther's run eclipses their feud over the IC Champion, and that's the reason why I got into professional wrestling, right? I never thought that they could outdo Gunther's Intercontinental Championship reign. And they probably won't, as far as credibility is considered. That's going to be almost impossible, considering he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. But god damn it all, did they not continue not just the lineage of the Intercontinental Championship as far as the prestige that Gunther has built upon that title, but they've made it, they took it a step forward. This is almost levels that I haven't seen in regards to storytelling since like the early 90s. Like, you ever seen the Intercontinental Championship positioned in this manner of telling stories since, like the early 90s, bruh? You tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. The last time you seen anything cultivated like a story around the Intercontinental Championship in the manner of how you're seeing it currently at the moment was probably, and no exaggeration, I'm so serious. The last time you see something like this was probably not even Shawn and Razor. Probably Brett and British Bulldog. I will go that far. The emphasis, the storytelling, I will go as far as to say that I haven't seen the Intercontinental Championship positioned like this since Brett was Intercontinental Champion. And that's high remarks. Now to get into the match, because I'm done glazing the Intercontinental Championship, and just, it's in my opinion, I can't stress it enough, it's arguably the most prestigious championship in all of professional, even more so than Cody's championship, even more so than Priest's championship, even more so than any other world championship in the company for any wrestling business. I think the Intercontinental Championship currently at the moment has now been avenged. It now has better storytelling connected to it, and better feuds and better matches connected to it than all of the championships in all of professional wrestling, which is how it should be. That's how the Intercontinental Championship was always positioned to be. Now again, I'm sorry. Going back to what I was saying though, this match was fantastic. Chad Gable and his selling, Chad Gable and his storytelling ability is just off the fucking charts. And then you have Sami Zayn, who's no slouch in the storytelling department also. Just the consistent selling of the knee, the consistent selling of the ankle, the consistent usage of the people outside of the ring to tell the story. And then the in-ring action and stuff wasn't lacking also. Can I just say, from an in-ring perspective, it is so goddamn obvious that these guys were trying their best to mimic Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit at the Royal Rumble 2003. Or maybe just Benoit and Angle in general. They were trying so hard to emulate them, from Gable doing the Fujiwara into the crossface. Not even like a standard crossface like the girls do, like Roxanne or Mercedes. Like, he did the Fujiwa into the fucking crossface just like Benoit did. And then the triple German suplexes. And then the flying headbutt. And then the trading of German suplexes between him and Sami. And then the constant switches. That was so Angle and Benoit. You're talking to the guy who's fucking obsessed with Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit matches. There's nothing that you can tell me in regards to any of their matches. I know the influence when I fucking see it. And it's clear as day from an in-ring perspective. Those guys were highly influenced by Benoit and Kurt Angle. And then you get to the actual finish in itself. So first off, can I just say that and Sami Zayn's German suplexes, they're not really Germans. They're more like belly to back suplexes. He jumps with it. Whereas Chad Gable does his German suplexes, and his bridges are so... He has one of the best German suplexes, even more so than Kurt Angle. Even more so than Benoit, than I've ever seen. He can do a German suplex, and he can do a U-shape before he even hits the floor. That's how clean Gable's bridges are. They're so good. He's so fucking good. Like, I can't stress it enough. Gable's so fucking good. It makes no sense. He's so fucking good, bro. But I love this spot also. When Sami tried to go for like a springboard moonsault on the outside of the ring on the barricade, and then Chad Gable just snatches his leg and while he's going for the move, so he hits stomach first on the barricade, and then locked in the ankle lock in itself. And then like he's selling it, right? And then you have Otis and Maxine. They're right there. She has a walking boot on. And I guess, Sami Zayn, he hit like a Frankensteiner, I believe, on Chad Gable, which threw him accidentally into like a chop block. Essentially, that's what it was. He Frankensteiner Chad Gable, and when he sold the move, he accidentally, by default, like chop blocked Maxine Dupree. But when he chop blocked her, he landed right next to Otis. So Maxine is selling the ankle, and like Otis is like looking at Maxine, Chad is looking at Maxine, and they're both like shocked by what just happened, and then they both simultaneously turn to their left and their right, and Gable is like so fucking scared, and Otis is fuming. And then Chad Gable goes, that was so fucking awesome. And then Chad Gable gets back in the ring, and then he's looking at Sami, who's like pleading him off, like, hey, please don't hurt me. And then he's looking at Maxine Dupree, like, oh my God, you know, I'm hurting, and she's writhing in pain. And then it gets to a point where he's about to clobber Sami, but then Maxine stops him, and she's like, don't do it, don't do it. And then he picks her up to take her to the back while Chad Gable is chastising him in the corner. And then when he turns around, Sami Zayn kicks him in the face with a Luva kick, and he retains the Intercontinental Championship, which I know most people are going to have a problem with, but hear me out. One of the rare instances where I will actually say, chill for a second. Wait for a second. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I just got finished hearing them talk. I would have been mad about this had this not been promoted. I would have been mad about this, but they promoted this before the match, and I seen it, and now I'm not so mad. I agree with this book, and you're probably saying, Devontae, why? So apparently, Money in the Bank is going to be in Toronto? Is that what I'm hearing right? Someone can correct me. I think I heard them say when building it up, it's going to be in Toronto, Canada. That's where it's going to be at? Fuck yeah. Yes. Yeah. Can you imagine the heat Gable can get if he beats Sami Zayn for the IC Championship in Canada? Oh, fuck yeah. And there's an opportunity that we might even get a gimmick match out of this, because they've had a number of IC title matches where I think a gimmick match is appropriate now. Maybe a 2 out of 3 falls match. Who knows? Maybe there's a stipulation tied to it. If Gable doesn't win the IC Championship, he can't challenge for it ever again. Who knows? But holding this off until Canada? Oh, fuck yeah. That's fucking beautiful. Absolutely agree with that decision. All for it. Like, again, if this was the opener and I didn't hear about the Money in the Bank location, I would have been kind of pissed about this. But hearing the location, yeah, I'm all over this shit. I absolutely agree. Hold this off till Money in the Bank. Completely agree. Absolutely. And like I said, fantastic match, fantastic storytelling. The lineage of the Intercontinental Championship, I know we have already noticed that it's been restored by Gunther, but just seeing it progress like it's progressing right now, it's the most important championship in all of professional wrestling. And like I said, it's now been restored to its rightful position as a stepping stone for superstars to get probably to the World Championship. It's done it for Gunther, who's going to go to SummerSlam and wrestle for the World Championship. And it's done it for Chad Gable, who eventually, trust me, when he gets the IC Championship, he will go for the World Championship as a babyface, and it's going to be glorious. Just fantastic stuff all around. Good shit. I absolutely love this match. This is my favorite match of the night so far. I fucking absolutely love this match. Let's sit there. I thought they were going to go the whole Benoit standing ovation route with Piper Niven. They could have at least given that to her. I mean, trust me, Piper Niven had no business winning this match. She had no heat behind her whatsoever. Clearly, you want to have Bayley drop the belt to Nia Jax to get them prepared for Charlotte and Nia. Queen versus Queen. We know where this is going. But with this match right here, it was fine. It wasn't bad at all. It started off kind of sloppy a little tiny bit, but this is the difference between a crowd being super dead and a crowd being super hot. Because if this crowd was dead, I will say that this match was a complete abject fucking failure. But with the audience tied in with Chelsea Green, who was completely underrated as far as being a person, in my opinion, who does so much in regards to making a match feel a little bit better. No one gives her credit at all. Chelsea Green is incredible in that regard. She's kind of like R-Truth a little tiny bit, where you take for granted how good they are because they can be a little bit goofy sometimes, but you don't understand that their goofiness, it could play two ways. Either A, they could be a sympathetic character, or B, they added a bit more nuance to the match in itself. And like I said, the way this match started off, it was kind of sloppy, but the more they went into the match, the more it got better. That belly to belly off the top rope was fucking awesome. And I like the Piper Niven did one of that shit almost looked like a fucking, I don't know, bro, that shit like almost like an Emerald Fusion, bro. You guys remember? Okay, so Emerald Fusion is kind of like an Oklahoma, like picture Oklahoma Stampede, Braun Strowman's finisher, but like instead of like falling forward, he'll pick you up in the shoulder in that position and then just drop straight down on the neck. I'm pretty sure you guys know what an Emerald Fusion is, but it kind of looked like that's what she did. She dropped them in that position, but it was a Michinoku driver. It was one of the nastiest fucking Michinoku drivers I've ever seen. She dropped her dead on her fucking neck. That shit looked fucking horrific. You could tell it was safe, but just for how she landed, it looked fucking horrible. And then she hit her with a black hole slam, a boss man slam, whatever you want to call it, on the outside of the floor, which also looks super devastating. And the crowd is super hot. At first, they were, going for Bayley, not booing Piper, but they were actually more so in favor of Bayley. They did the whole, hey, Bayley, ooh, I want to know, will you be my girl? No, she won't be your girl, you fucking incels. But nevertheless, though, you get into the match and, you have Chelsea Green. She's constantly getting in the referee's face. He kicked her out of the match. And then she comes back with like a Rey Mysterio mask on to pretend that she was like not Chelsea Green. It was goofy, but I thought it worked. The crowd popped for it. I thought it was fine. And then Bayley went out the ring. At this point, they're booing Bayley and they're like firmly in favor of Piper Niven. It's like they fucking realized, oh wait, she's Scottish. And Bayley went out the ring to go take care of Chelsea Green, and they booed her for it. She gets back in the ring, and her and Piper start going at it a little bit more. Bayley kept consistently trying to go for the Rhodes plant, but she got it blocked like 2 or 3 times. And the last time that Piper Niven blocked it, Bayley ended up getting her into a crucifix position, and Piper was trying to fight it until Bayley used the weight of Piper Niven to go backwards, and she essentially hit her with like a crucifix driver, and she got the win off of that. Like I said, it was a fine match. And after the match, Bayley left the ring, and the way they positioned the camera and the crowd was cheering for Piper, I thought they were going to give her the standing ovation treatment, which they probably did give her the standing ovation treatment, but they're not showing it right now. But yeah, Piper, I thought she did fine in this match. I thought this was a fine, solid, credible, good match. Would I say it was pay-per-view worthy? I don't know about that, but damn sure SmackDown worthy. Damn sure solid enough to be a very, very good SmackDown match. And, that's a good thing. I see people all the time, 4-star, 5-star classes. Not everything has to be 4 stars and 5 stars. I would definitely say this is a solid, no more, no less 3-star match. Again, it started off slow, and as it started to progress, I dug the story that they were telling. Chelsea Green helped out a lot. The audience helped out a lot. And the finish was pretty good. I liked it. It was just a solid, nice, average women's match. And that's all it needed to be. No one expected Piper to win this match. And then again, no one expected the Unholy Alliance to win their match. So there you go with that. But it's fine. you know, like I said, good match, solid shit. Let's get to the main event now, because that's what it's all about. And goddamn it, the fact that I'm actually doing this right now, I can't believe I got away with this, bro. Thank God today's Saturday at the very least, and there's not too many people working there, because man, on any other given day, there's no way I would have been able to get away with this. Thank God at the very least this was on a Saturday. Still though, fuck you WWE, and fix your fucking schedule. Well, that was crazy. Sorry guys, currently at the moment I'm at work. We're doing this in real time, folks. We're doing this in real time. Hi, Young, how's it going?
I'm fine.
Doing fine?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of my employees. Yeah, we're doing this in real time, folks. Goddamn, I got to get back to work soon. Look, let's just cover this real quick because there's multiple things to talk about in this match, and goddamn it, we only got so much time to do it, then, right? So you had this. So let's start off from the beginning, bro, because there's multiple things, and it's crazy how this right here will be probably the third most egregious thing. Tell me why fucking Damian Priest, not even Damian Priest, excuse me, Drew McIntyre, he comes out to the ring and he's playing his regular theme song. That in itself caught me by surprise. Now, granted, I would think maybe the finish played more into that. Maybe it's not smart to have this theme song in particular, knowing that you could probably use it at a better time to better exploit the things that have been going on these past few months with Drew McIntyre and management and Punk and Seth Rollins. I mean, seriously, this is turning into Bret Hart 97 all over again. Actually, I'd probably argue this is even worse than Bret Hart in 97, right? Because, I mean, shit, he is getting screwed left and right for months. Now, Bret, it was at least like 2 or 3 months. McIntyre's been getting screwed the entire fucking year, it seems like, right? Even more. But he didn't come out to Broken Dreams, which really caught me by surprise because I thought to myself, this would have been the best time. But like I said, kind of like the Chad Gable situation, maybe they're just trying to hold off onto it because it's a better time to want to present the theme song. Because again, Broken Dreams, it literally fits the entire, I mean, that's Drew's gimmick. His whole gimmick right now, it's Broken Dreams. But he comes out to the ring, and that was the third surprise, right? They're doing their thing. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, they're having a decent match. And it's like a before and after. You have Drew McIntyre. He does a plancha out of the ring, right? And it looks perfectly fine. Nice, good. It's exemplary, right? Then you have Damian Priest who does his plancha. And you can look at my short, or you can look at Twitter. And fuck you. If you go look at Twitter rather than my short, you should definitely look at my short. Short, not shorts. Don't do that, YouTube. He does his plancha, and his right foot gets caught up in the damn ropes. And it was so egregious to the point that WWE, they had no choice. There was no getting out of it. You got to replay it at this point, right? They didn't have to, but it was just so terrible because he was literally stuck in the ropes for like a good solid 2 minutes. And like the referee couldn't get him out. He couldn't get himself out. And those ropes have no give on them whatsoever. It's to like, you better ask Cactus Jack if he can even hear you, right? What the ropes can do to a body part. Well, they got him out of the ropes. Well, Drew heaved him over the ropes, and it was so comical. He just went with it, chopped him off of the apron, right? They continue on with the match, and they're doing their thing, putting their shots in. You got McIntyre hitting the Glasgow kiss. He's doing his what's it called, the Claymore kick. You have Damian Priest, and he even got Claymore kick through the barricade. Again, these guys are putting in the work. And then we get to the finish of the match. So you have the referee, right? He thought he was slick. He thought he can go on the apron and that he could jump out of the way. No. I was looking at him like, what the fuck is this nigga? What is he doing? Jumping out of the ring like that? Well, I guess it was to do this plan spot. He gets on the apron, right? And Damian Priest hits him off the apron, goes directly into a barricade, right? Goes directly into the barricade. The referee, that is. And Drew McIntyre eventually hits another Claymore kick, and he goes for a pinfall. And then the referee, the way they shot the camera for this was so smooth. The referee goes in the ring, and they shoot it from behind, right? They shoot the camera view from behind, so you can't see who the referee is. But you can see the referee's hair, and you can clearly tell who it is. Bro, I feel so bad for the McIntyre character. He just literally can't catch a break. He cannot catch a break. But to be fair, he did this to himself. You keep mocking CM Punk online. What the fuck were you expecting, I guess, from a character standpoint, right? McIntyre looks over because the referee goes for a 3 count and he stops at a 2. And then the camera pans and it's CM Punk's face. And McIntyre is like, he's beside himself. He grabs CM Punk. He throws him into the fucking corner. And then Punk kicks him in the dick, bro. And then he punched him in the face, and the crowd, they're booing him. They are booing the dog shit out of CM Punk. Ironically enough, talking about CM Punk, McIntyre got a great reaction in this match, you know, from the entrance on. It was hot. It was nice. It was a pop. But was it just me, or did the pop not feel as much like I don't know, I expected like a way bigger pop than that. It was a big pop, don't get it twisted. But I was expecting, ironically enough, a CM Punk in Chicago situation, whereas this felt like a step below, you know what I mean? To the degree that they put that little decibel thing up, right, for the audience. Didn't even reach the little peak. It went into the yellow, but it never went into the red. I don't know. They kind of told themselves right there, too. That was stupid. But nevertheless, though, they continued on. Drew McIntyre gets up after getting kicked in the nuts, and Damian Priest hits him with a South of Heaven chokeslam, and he wins the match. And then you have people, they're kind of split. Some people are sticking their middle finger at Punk saying, fuck you, CM Punk. And the other half are just hugging CM Punk. And Punk's embracing it on camera. It's fucking bananas. It's fucking crazy, bro. But Drew McIntyre once again loses another match for the WWE Championship, and at this point it's CM Punk. Now I will say this, be careful, WWE. You're treading lightly now. Now you know how fickle wrestling fans can be in situations like this. The more and more you keep screwing over Drew McIntyre, it's the whole situation where I think the Solid Monster made this a point, and I thought it was a horrible point, but it's a point that's going to legitimately happen right now if you don't stop with what you're doing. You're giving the heel, I think it's McIntyre, that's the point. We're not playing the ambiguous game here, right? Punk's the face, McIntyre's the heel. If you keep doing this to Drew McIntyre, you're gonna get fans to have empathy for him, and they're gonna probably cheer for McIntyre, and they're gonna boo CM Punk. Like, luckily, it wasn't a situation where it was heavy booing afterwards with CM Punk. I'm pretty sure, like, maybe off camera, maybe when the music is turned down, you can probably get more of a fixation on what the fuck was going on there. But, you know, like, just be careful. You're treading really, really lightly. You don't want to put CM Punk in this position. You really, really don't want to put CM Punk in this position, because the last thing you want is for the babyface to be booed in this situation, right? But overall, the pay-per-view, I thought it was fine. You know, I'll say this. Oh, probably like maybe two. How would I put this? Actually, give me a second. Hang on. Give me 2 minutes. All right, so because I gotta go back. I have to go back to work. I have to go back to work, folks. The match in itself was fine. It told a decent story. I will say that it was lacking. I still think the Intercontinental Championship match was the best match of the night. But from a cliffhanging standpoint, as far as a drawing standpoint, this match absolutely did what it needed to do to get people to want to tune in to Raw tonight. Absolutely. And like I said, overall for the show, I thought it was fine. You know, the only bad match on there was the women's match to me, the tag team women's match. Piper and Bayley was okay, but everything goes directly to the IC title in the opener. Those two matches in themselves carry this show. And the main event did its job too. Like I said, it makes me want to tune in to Raw. Now, granted, unfortunately, I probably can't tune in to Raw because of my schedule, but I would like to tune in to Raw, at least keep up tabs with it to see what they're going to do going out afterwards. But like I said, this show, solid, great show, probably a 7.75 out of 10 I'd probably give it. It was a great show, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But I have to get up out of here. I got my employees, people are starting to file in now. They are getting pitched off out, man. So let me get the fuck back to work. It's already 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below as far as how you feel about the show. My name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you guys later. A deuce and a P. I'm coming, motherfucker, I'm coming.